Welcome back to the Four Verts Podcast. I'm your host, Logan C. Jacob Baycott to my right, Carson Steele and Grayson Moore. We're going to be your home for the college football season, from the opening kickoff to the last-second field goal that ruins your parlay. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Today, we're going to be discussing another draft. We got defense today. We did offense last week. If you haven't listened, finish this episode, then go back and watch last week. And check us out. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on wherever you get your audio, and we'll get right into it. We're going to do a defensive draft first, and then we're going to talk conference champions later this episode, so stick around. Last week, we went to the offense. Do we know who won the poll? I don't think we do. I think I voted for myself twice.
And
definitely
did.
I may have.
Because when I voted, I saw what you
I
did.
think I voted twice, and I think I made my girlfriend vote for me as well.
It's cheating.
So I may have won.
That is.
But my team's nasty. My offense was nasty. Y'all are sleeping on Rocket Sanders. He's going to carry me the whole way. And I got the best quarterback. So, anyways, if you didn't see our teams, go look at our socials. Our teams are there. You don't even got to listen to the whole episode. Just go look at Instagram and Twitter and
TikTok.
Go see our teams. Go sound off in the comments. Let us know who won that draft. But today we're going to do defense. We're going to do one edge rusher, one interior defensive lineman, one linebacker, a cornerback, and a safety. So we're just doing 5 players. There are 4 people. Be 20 players total we're going to talk about today. Last week we started with Grayson, went around, snake back. This week we're going to start with me and then go back around, snake back. So, y'all ready to kick it off, or you got anything else to add?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to start off hot. I'm going to take my edge. I'm going to go ahead and take it now. Not who you're going to think I'm going to take. It's going to be Jared Verse out of Florida State. Nasty, nasty, nasty man. He's going to be a top 10 pick for sure. I love his game. I love his size, his build. Yeah, he's going to be a baller. I don't know what else you want me to say. He's going to cause havoc. He's going to be a part of that newly formed Florida State Seminole defense. I think it's going to have a lot of success, especially later on in the year when they get some time to gel. That secondary's got to have some time to gel. The offense has already kind of proven what they got. We talked about them a couple episodes. So, y'all know I'm big on Florida State. I think Jared Verse is I think he's the guy. I think he's going to be that top 10 pick for Florida State coming in the next draft.
I think he's definitely a factor. If they're going to win this championship,
if they're going to need
especially the ACC championship, I guess. I don't know about the national championship, but if they're going to be there, then he's got to step up. I mean, he had a big year last year.
You got me some stats?
I've got you a few stats. If we want to get technical, he had 47 tackles, maybe 48. I don't know. 9 sacks, fumble recovery. He was, I think, first, or he won defensive MVP for Florida State, but he was first team all ACC. So it's a solid pick.
Yeah, he was nasty last year, and I think he's only going to progress. And I think their defense around him is better through the transfer portal, especially later on in the year, like I said, when they have time to gel. But he was nasty last year, and I think he's going to be nasty again. So I'm excited to see what he's got going. I think he's going to have a big year. I think everything defense is going to open up for him. I'm excited for that. We've talked about it 3 times. I cannot wait for that week 1 LSU Florida State matchup in Orlando. That's going to be so much fun to watch. A lot of star power. It's going to be awesome.
It's still 3v1. Nobody wants to jump ship with me.
No, I'm still on Florida. I'm going to ride it out.
It's me and Rodney all the way.
Jacob, you want to do this with that number 2 pick? Oh, by the way, we don't have to go in order. I just happened to chose edge first. I do think it's one of the most positions.
Well, I'm glad you did that, buddy, because you set me up for a good pick who I thought you were definitely going to take, and I'm definitely stealing this from somebody who's probably sitting down there on the end knowing I'm fixing to take him. I'm going to start off with my leader in the secondary. I'm going with Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid.
Cornerback out of Alabama.
Bammer.
Y'all better get used to hearing that name, boys, because I figure we're going to hear it a few times throughout the season. The boy's a ball hawk in the secondary, even better on punt return, kick return. You know,
if we happen to do if we happen to sneak in a little special teams draft, he'll definitely be brought up in that as well.
Oh yeah.
No, I like that pick for real. He's a baller, man. He's good every way you look about it. He's good from the name down.
You got me some stats on him, Grayson? Chirp me up here, big
Nah, I
bug.
just got 35 tackles last year. He got a sack last year, which is good for a corner. Interception. He was a first team All-American, so he'll be a first round draft pick for sure.
First team SEC too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think two ways. I think punt returner as well. Or he may have been second team.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah, he's gonna be top 15, easy draft. Like that's
He's going to make a team very happy next year.
Oh yeah. Reminds you of the old not as good. Minka Fitzpatrick type like
I'd give him that much. I mean, he does a little bit more than Minka. He's more of a Eddie Jackson, if you think about it. You know, Eddie kind of controlled the secondary, and then he also ran things on special teams when you needed him to. So
A good comparison I saw was like Dre Kilpatrick. It was really
Kilpatrick or Kirkpatrick?
Kirkpatrick.
yeah. Yeah, he's a baller. It's a good second pick. Carson, you want
Yeah, I think I'm going to go in the secondary. I'm going to get my safety out of the way. And I'm going to take a guy to Miami. Cool name, too. Cameron Kinchins. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name.
Karen Kinchins?
Yeah. Broke out as a sophomore. He was a second team All-American. And he led safeties in the country with a 90 grade and a 90.7 coverage grade. He had 6 picks, and he was tied for the most in the Power 5. I think if Miami's going to win some games this year, your defense is going to have to step up. And, safeties, it's a key position. I think, I can't remember if it was Tom Brady or somebody else. I said, I'm more fearful of good corners and safeties than I am edge rushers or something like that. It may have been Brady, but I could see this guy going high. He's got a lot of potential. I know not many people, at least I'm not big on Miami this year, but I could see them pulling off some games with their defense this season. I think it starts with him and the safety, probably the best player on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, I had him on my list as well, but I'm not huge on Miami as a team.
I'm not either.
I don't believe in it. I'm just not buying it. I'm tired of buying it. But I do agree. I think he is the best player on that Miami defense for sure. Anything else to add on Mr. Kinchins?
Cool name. That's about it. I'm excited to watch him this season. I mean,
Very cool. Man.
Miami's got to be excited about something. I mean,
Yeah, they also have. Am I chirping, or do they have a pretty big week 1 matchup? Miami. Pull it up on the old Google machine real quick.
I'm not sure. They usually play someone pretty decent every year first week.
No, they play Texas A&M week 2,
Okay.
not week 1.
I wonder what the spread on that will be.
They probably already have one out. Yeah.
Probably A&M.
What, minus?
Minus 9.5. Minus 9.5
think so?
A&M. Yeah.
That's not a bad spread. Who's favored at A&M?
Yeah, it's got to be
Who do you take? Who would you take there, Miami?
A&M.
No.
Well, I want to hear the spread first.
I do too.
Let me find the spread.
Let's get to
May not be
let's
out
get
yet.
let's
It
get
could
after week 1 and then let's see what the spread is.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find a spread already.
I don't.
Surely they
It should already be on there.
I don't think it will be.
A&M minus 7.
Ooh, I was
Yeah,
close.
I would take it. At least one unit.
I will eat
Taking
up.
A&M?
I will eat up A&M.
A touchdown and a field goal?
It's
Where's it being played?
at Miami, I believe.
That's a big game for Jimbo to win. I mean, not really, but it is.
He's gonna need it.
He's going to need it starting out.
The
for
spread is just 7, like not 7.5.
7 even.
Oh, definitely.
I like it, yeah.
I definitely take that.
Sure. It drops to 6.5. I'm taking it for sure. But anyway,
All right, moving on. Grayson, what's your first pick?
well, since I think I'll go with a cornerback here. I'm gonna go with the guy out of Michigan. I'm gonna go with Will Johnson. He had 27 tackles last year. He's a few interceptions, pass deflects. He had the best grade man coverage last year, so that kind of spoke volumes. I expect him to do more of the same this year. I've got Michigan, as you know, winning the national championship, so I can't wait to see what he'll do this season.
It's a good pick. I had him on my board. I like him as well. He was my third corner on the board. If that makes a difference.
It's kind of disrespectful.
Maybe.
Yeah, a little shade being thrown there.
But
Who was that you just picked?
Will Johnson,
Will
out of
Johnson.
Michigan. You got two here. We're snaking back. So if you want to go ahead and pick another one, you can.
I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to go with a guy for my middle linebacker position, Jeremy Trotter Jr. from Clemson. He had some good stats last year. I think if Clemson's going to come back and be back, like everybody feels like they might, obviously defense is a key factor in that, and he'll have to step up. Middle linebacker position always leads the defense usually, so
Always your quarterback on defense.
I expect a big year out of him.
Yeah. He was my number one. I think it's Jeremiah Trotter.
Jeremiah, sorry for the disrespect.
Yeah, no. It's all right. I think he's the best linebacker in college football. I mean, arguably one of the best players in college football. I think he's disgusting, and he fits that. He was great last year. I think he started as a sophomore as well. I might be lying there. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I like Mr. Trotter Jr. a lot. He's also going to be pretty solid draft pick wherever he goes to the next level. He's going to make a difference. He's a ball hawk, and he great at what he does. He runs that defense for Clemson. It's a great defense.
He's big on run defense too. I mean, he's kind of a pretty equal-willed linebacker, so it's what you need to get there.
Yeah, a solid pick. Carson, coming back to you.
Grayson took my guy at linebacker, so I'll go ahead and get my next guy at linebacker. I think this guy has a high ceiling, and it's going to be out of LSU with Harold Perkins Jr. Did I get your guy too?
Yeah, y'all got both my linebackers. I wanted.
He's sweating a little bit.
This guy, he gives me some good vibes. I think he's going to be the difference maker in a lot of games. I really hope he shows up for me in that Florida State game, because I think that game, the offenses, I think they'll get theirs. It's going to come down to who makes that play on defense in that game in the fourth, I believe. And just to give you some stats on the guy, he ranked second among all linebackers in the country with 18 quarterback knockdowns. He was tied for second in the country with 4 forced fumbles. A lot of people say he's got the comparisons to Micah Parsons. I don't know about that. That's a lot of praise and potential to live up to with a guy like Micah Parsons. They say, he could, if the next level when he gets to the pros, he can play linebacker, edge. Very versatile. But I'm interested to see, especially, everybody knows that I've got LSU going deep this year. And they've got a lot of return on offense, but I think defense-wise, if he lives up to the hype, then they'll give some offenses some problems this season.
Yeah, Perkins. He is one of those guys, like you said, he can bounce around and play multiple positions on that defense. He sticks to that outside linebacker kind of position, but he also can pass rush incredibly good on the edge, and he is one of those, Michael Parsons-esque type builds and players. Great pick. I'm down to 2 linebackers here. I got one left. I just hope
Yeah, might as well take
Jacob's
him.
not going to take them.
You're not gonna have to worry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and round out my my secondary here. I'm gonna go with my number one. I'm gonna take Kalen Bullock, a safety from USC. Played very well for the Trojans last year. Led the team in interceptions. All team Pac-12. All Pac-12 team. Sorry, my bad. Another first round draft pick, probably. I mean, just overall great player. So
Yeah, he was my number one safety as well. He was a baller last year. Expect him to be a baller this year on a Pac-12 defense that isn't Utah or Washington. He's the best player on that defense for sure. There's not a lot of shine out of that, and he is the shine. But yeah, solid pick, solid safety. I'm gonna come back to you here. I'm going to draft a cornerback as well. I'm going to draft Kalen King out of Penn State. it was solid last year. He led that Penn State secondary, very good. I expect a lot of the same out of him and that defense for, the schedule they play. They always have a tough schedule in that conference and that side of the division, but they've been known to put out defense after defense after defense. I mean, you think of the Michael Parsons years and those before them. And I like Kalen King's size. I believe he's really good strength-wise, and I don't know. I expect a lot out of him. I had him above Grayson's boy, Will Johnson, but that was just my big board, not everybody's. Got anything on that pick?
That's a good pick. You cornerbacks, I think you never really know till they're out there, but
one of the harder positions.
Yeah, hardest position to play in sport.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then my second pick, I will go. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Jerzon Newton out of Illinois, Fighting Illini.
I think that's correct.
He's the big man up front in the middle, and he wreaks havoc. He's nasty. That defensive line is like, if we're talking units of college football, that defensive line for Illinois has to be up there with one of the best units in college football. One of the best rooms, whatever you want, like terminology you want to say. They're nasty. They stop the run. They're so hard to run against, and then their pass pressure is there. I love that Illinois defensive line. Now, when you get past that, linebackers and secondary, that is where it scares you, and their offense isn't great, and they lost their running back. But as far as their defensive line, I'm sold on their defensive line. So I'm going to take Jerzon Newton. I believe is how you say his first name. It's my interior defensive line. I think we're going to go back to you if nothing else is said on that.
I think I'm going to go edge here, and I'm going old school edge. A guy who does not wear gloves. He does not even tape his wrist. He is bare-armed. Just straight old school.
It's got a neck brace.
He may do it. I'm going Chop Robinson from Penn State. Edge rusher. Really got after it last year. I actually heard a couple guys talk about him this week and say he is probably one of the scariest people they've ever met. And they're on the team together.
Yeah, he is that guy.
He is.
For sure. I'd Chop right behind Jared Verse. Yeah, he's a scary man, and he's part of that. Like, I think it's going to be a really good Penn State defense. I don't necessarily believe in their offense, but their defense.
If your name's Chop, I mean, you got to bring something to the table.
Yeah, you got to have a little edge to you.
Who'd you say your edge was?
Jared Verse.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my edge out of the way, and I'm going to go with Braylon Trice out of Washington. He was, let me get my notes here. He set the pace with the 70 pressures. He was college football's most productive pass rusher. He was a redshirt sophomore. He led all of football with defenders and pass rush win rate. I think at 29.5, and he was second in pressure rate. I'm not sure what to think about Washington. I think a few of you guys like Washington this year in a few games.
Yeah, I like Washington. Well, me and Grayson's already went on a whole.
Washington's not a bad team ever, really.
I love their offense. We've talked about that, but you often do fall in love with Pac-12 offenses. But I love their offense, love their quarterback, love their wide receivers. But I think they have one of two defenses that's, really, like better words, worth a shit.
Yeah.
Them in Utah, I think that's the only really defenses you're going to see in the Pac-12, and I think theirs is time and time again. They produce to the NFL. Yeah, I like Washington. I like the pick. I like Braylon Trice. He was good last year. I think he's going to be good this year. You got anything else on him?
That's pretty much it. I'm still not taking Washington to make it far. That's just me. I've got other teams.
Other things on your mind?
Yeah, we're not buying stock in Washington this season.
Michael Penix.
No, Michael Penix Jr.
No, I've got to stick it to that guy on TikTok who was coming at me.
All right, Grayson, you got 2 picks in the snake here.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I've got a guy at defensive end, edge rusher, whatever you want to call it. Bear with me with this name. Princely Umanmielen from the Florida Gators. And he was dominant last year, I guess as good as he could have been. He probably didn't have the factor on defense. It was probably just more of a solo job. But I picked this guy because I've got Florida beating the Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
This will be one of the key
Crazy.
factors in that game.
Clip
And,
that.
What was his name? One more time.
let's do Princely Umanmielen.
How many syllables is in that?
It's a lot. It's
It's a lot.
Could be,
Princely 1 syllable or 2?
Princely is
Definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
Well, I'm really surprised no Dallas Turner on the edge here.
I can't
Thought about
believe
it.
that was passed
I
up.
didn't know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go with it though.
Yeah. All right. Tell us about old Princely and how he's going to beat the Georgia Bulldogs single-handedly with no quarterback.
oh, let's just get away from this.
That spreadsheet's really looking good down there right now.
it's going to take heart.
It's
for
getting
sure.
dirty.
It's gotta be a factor. Just getting steamrolled by Georgia for the last few years, or since Tebow was there.
A lot of people's done that though, and it didn't give them any heart.
Have you ever watched the movie Draft Day?
Yeah.
This is what I feel like I'm watching when he's picking players. He's like, I've got faith in that guy.
I do.
He's just
He's got a feeling, man.
I got a feeling.
He's Kevin Costner with
He's worse
the heart of
He's worse than Will I Am and
I would have took
Black Eyed Peas.
I would have took Manziel #1 if I was in the ring.
Anything else on your boy Princely?
I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna go.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's a good idea.
What's your next pick?
Let's go get the free safety out of the way. I'm gonna go with another Michigan guy, Rod Moore.
Big on the.
I'm riding the
Big
Michigan.
Ten
I'm loving my
defense.
Wolverines this year. Go Big Blue.
Okay.
I mean, he had
Rod Moore.
Rod Moore from Michigan.
How much did it factor in him having the same last name as you?
Maybe when I saw it, I just like,
Give
That's
me
my guy.
give me a percentile, like 50%.
let's go 55% because it definitely had a factor in it.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that guy.
If I see somebody with the last name C, I'm drafting first overall.
Is that super good running back still coming back this year?
Dude, they have the best running back duo in college football.
Is he coming back?
Yes.
That guy's a hoss.
Blake Corum.
No.
Wait, no, he's
No.
Donovan
Donovan-
Steele. Carson Steele.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's back.
Wait,
With a name
who?
like that, and you just know he's a
Carson
hoss.
Steele,
From who?
like Utah or something.
Oh, yeah.
Reminds me of Danny Woodhead. Runs like an animal. I mean, it almost mimics me in middle school when I was running against the first teams.
His name does start with a C though.
Well, I mean, he has no control over that.
How does he
He
spell
plays at
it?
UCLA. not
Potato,
Utah.
potato.
Oh, I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's at Ball State.
He's not at US. Hey, did he transfer?
He's at the house.
He was not there last year. He had to transfer.
He was at, where was he at? Bowling Green last year?
I thought Ball State.
No, yeah. Somebody get me that jersey, please.
Yeah, he was at Ball State last year. He did rush for 1,500 yards last year.
Dang.
Yeah, he rushed for 1,500 yards
Built-
last year.
yeah.
Almost 300 carries.
Future Patriot out there.
Workhorse.
He'll definitely be lining up behind Mac Jones next year.
Yeah, Zeke's already packing his bags.
Yeah. Oh, you're a
had
you're a
14
player
touchdowns.
with a brand behind you. I don't think you're going to work out.
Yeah, we
here,
got to
buddy.
get you a Carson Steele Ball State jersey. You want the Ball State, not UCLA.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Here's my pick.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Y'all just tell me if you guys have already said this. I'm going to go interior, and we're going to go with Chris Jenkins out of Michigan.
You got him.
He was he had 31 run defensive stop. He was tied for the most in the nation among interior defensive linemen. And I think me and Jake were both big. All three of us are big on Michigan.
A lot of Wolverines picks right now.
I had them going to the chip versus Georgia. I didn't have them winning it,
Man,
though.
they really didn't lose anybody.
Oh, I mean, they're stacked. I mean, there's no excuse for them not to go deep this year unless they beat themselves. And I want to say they're I want to say they're the underdog in the Ohio State game. If that's the case, I'm not sure who's picking that line. And when it comes to that game, unless there's injuries, you're picking Ohio State?
I am, yeah.
My dude's got him in the playoff.
I got him in
Man.
the playoff.
It's tragic.
I think it's make or break for Ryan Day. We can get into this later when we do the conference championships. We'll definitely talk about the Big Ten.
Well, we know that their line's stacked, and this guy's just going to help on the defensive side. He was rated third among the Power Five. I think I've said that, but I've got high hopes for Michigan this season. If they've got no excuses, they're loaded on both sides of the ball.
They have all the talent.
They've got all the talent in the world, and I think it's their conference to lose this season. And I'll really be excited for that Ohio State game.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, man. I don't want to wish the college football season away by any means, but yeah, that way is going to be awesome.
What are we looking like on time over there?
25 minutes.
Okay.
Good.
My turn to pick.
Your turn, big dog.
I'm riding with you, brother. I'm going Fighting Illy right here.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going Keith Randolph, defensive tackle from Illinois. My boys are tearing up the interior defensive lineman game at Illinois right now.
Hey, they're big.
Not a bad team.
They're
either.
big.
Not a bad team either.
Sorry, your Blake Corum ain't going to run on O'Keefe and Deshaun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's your boy too. That's your boy too.
He's fixing.
Nah,
it.
we're eating him up.
He's getting his.
What week do they play? I'll look that up. You keep talking about our boy.
Give me a stat on him over there, Grayson. I know you got a spreadsheet built up over there.
Dude, I'd be honest with you. I don't have anything on the Fighting Illini.
What?
But you're gonna choose a
I
random
had
out
a
of
guy.
Florida.
Who was your guy again?
Keith Randolph.
They don't even play in the regular season. I'm tripping. They're on the other side.
That sounds like a mailman.
Keith Randolph?
Yeah.
Your dad's name is Keith.
I feel like that's
My dad's probably a
I feel like
mailman.
that's a chicken
bad.
farmer. I feel
Yeah,
like
this
that's a
guy's
chicken
big. He's 6'5". I'm trying to find his weight.
That whole defensive line is big.
Dude,
Man.
there's
They're huge.
something.
6'5",
Very good last
304. Hang on, let me get the stats here for you.
Give me some tackles or something.
Yeah.
They were
Nothing.
They
He
were
had 53 tackles and 4.5 sacks. How do you get it? Where's the
Half a
0.5?
sack?
Yeah.
It's when two people like kind of hit the quarterback. At
Okay,
once.
well, he had
Split it up.
4.5 and he had one pick.
My boy got the wheels on him, dog.
Athlete.
Yeah.
Marcel Davis.
Didn't win a lot of games though, so
It don't matter. You
That's
should have
their-
seen the heart they played
That's
with.
their lot.
they lost to Purdue last season, 31-24.
Dude was
It's not going to happen again. Not going to happen again.
We're bringing the fight.
Am I seeing this correctly? They only 1917 Michigan last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They almost beat them.
Wow.
The defense.
Never
I'm telling
say
you,
They
never.
ran the
Never
ball
say
all
never.
over him. They ran the ball all over him too. Do you remember their running back last year? Me and you had a
Yeah.
a
He went-
fanboy on him for one
If you
day.
look at all their
He went to the
losses,
league, though.
He's from.
He went to the league.
if you
Where's
look,
he from?
I don't know.
all their losses are really close. I mean,
I'll pull that up. Keep going.
what, you want me to talk about their losses or?
No. They have a running back that, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh, I feel like we're going to screw this up.
we are. That's why I haven't said it yet.
Yeah. I think he's from somewhere, too. Like, close.
Just keep it a secret. I just want to see it. Dude, it's like right down the road. It's not that far. What's his
I'll pull
name?
it. Chase Brown.
Yeah, that's his name, yeah.
How do I tell where he's from?
Let me see it.
No, his birthplace was London, Ontario.
Yeah, right down the road, huh? Right down the road.
Dude, no.
Yeah. Oh.
Was it him or was it a
it
wide
was-
receiver?
Talking about Drake London.
It was somebody. Me and Logan were like, there's no way we just let this guy get through our fingers.
Was it Illinois?
Dude, yeah. I know it was because me and you both were like, there's no way.
Wow. Yeah, it was Chase Brown. Was there running back from Ontario?
Canada? The Canadian was running like that? I thought they were supposed to be peaceful. That guy was bringing violence to the line.
Oh. Whose pick is it?
I think it's yours.
Oh, shit. I'm not ready. All right, what do I need? I need a linebacker and a safety. All right, I'm going to go linebacker here. I got both picks right here. I'm good. I'm going to go linebacker first. I'm going to go with my boy, Tommy Eichenberg from Ohio State University. The Ohio State University.
How do you spell that last name?
Eichenberg.
Oh, I got. Oh,
RG.
yeah. This guy. He looks like the guy on the Raiders.
Does he wear the neck roll?
Definitely. He looks mad.
He's got to
He looks
have the
mad.
neck roll.
Nah, he's not.
White boy, middle linebacker. Tell me
Yeah,
he's got the neck
this
roll.
guy.
German like he's him.
He's got Berg in his last name, dude. You know he's
Tommy
fixing to bring the Tommy Eichenberg.
Yeah, this guy had CTE his sophomore year of high school.
The Ohio State University.
Tommy Eichenberg, the Ohio State University.
Give me some stats on Ike.
120 tackles last. That's a lot of tackles.
4 broken windshields, 2 ex-girlfriends, and 5.
Yeah, 3 misdemeanors.
3 DUIs.
Love you. Hey, no Ike slander here.
2.5 sacks, 1 pick. Didn't have any forced fumbles though.
It's all right.
He only had 1 interception.
1 pick,
What
yeah.
I'm talking about. He ain't got
He had
no wheels on him.
120 tackles.
Brother,
That's
he ain't got
That's a
no
lot.
wheels on
It's a
him.
lot for
a lot of
linebacker.
tackles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be a run stopper.
I like
for
that.
Sure.
I like that. Yeah.
I do too. Yeah.
I like that pick.
Thank you. All right, for my last pick, we're gonna move on from Ike, and I'm gonna do. I need a safety here.
Drum roll, please.
Malachi Starks out of Georgia.
I love that. Love that.
I love my team. Oh, both sides of the ball. I'm beating y'all every day. No rebuttal. You hear that? Paper.
Questionable.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see how low on the totem pole Malachi Starks is.
His stats don't even bring
He's
up her.
3, actually.
Hey, he had a
He's
hell,
a
he had a
3.
hell of a freshman year last year.
Yeah, exactly. He's just freshman. He had.
What are you trying to say?
You got the stats, Carson.
Dude, you can't listen to him.
I don't have
You
stats
can't
right
listen
now.
to this
I'm trying to
man.
keep.
How are you going to listen to this man?
He's got an Excel spreadsheet pulled up. That's how.
He took a no-name from Florida.
He's not a no name. You'll know his name
He's a
after
Florida
they beat
homer,
Georgia.
man. He's a Florida homer. He said they're gonna beat Georgia.
He was born.
Malachi
He was born in 2000.
Malachi Starks is gonna shut that shit down, bro. Who's Florida's quarterback? Nobody knows.
Kyle Trask.
No, nobody knows. All right, Jacob, we're coming back to you. You need a linebacker in the back.
I've got a linebacker here for you. I'm going to go with the returning leading tackler for the defending national champion, Georgia Bulldogs. I'm going JDJ here, boys. Jalen DeMoss Johnson.
I love that.
My boy led the team in tackles last year. Also had an interception or 2, maybe.
No, he didn't.
He did? Oh, I forgot my
0.
boy with an Excel spreadsheet over there.
How many?
I bet he's got this stat down, though. Second team All SEC.
Yeah.
Check me out. And what does he have behind him? A little bit of hardware. He's got a little bit of hardware. He's carrying around a couple rings.
You got 1 or 2?
Definitely got 2. He's got
I don't know
2.
what class he's in.
You got the spreadsheet.
Yeah, you're over here with Excel.
Read the
Those are-
sheet, brother.
Those are Stetson Bennett's rings,
Those
dude.
are Stetson Bennett's rings.
Did Georgia win those or did Stetson?
Disavow.
Just
Yeah.
tell
Disavow.
me, just tell me that your team's going to get an ass kicking right now. We're going on about our day.
Michael Penix is lighting them up every day of the
Oh
week.
my God, dude, you have Michael Penix.
I got Caleb Williams. Y'all forget about that.
The good thing is that he hasn't done
What's
yet.
Michael Penix going to do when he lines up and I got number 1 safety and corner lined up against him?
What's he gonna do against old Tommy Eichenberg?
Yeah. Tommy, he's got to face Tommy in the hole on a quarterback draw. What do you think's fixing to happen? Yeah.
He's going to run the ball.
If Tommy,
He better not run the
I'll
ball.
tell
He
you
better
this
hand
right
it to
now.
Blake Corum.
Tommy Eichenberg, if this video gets back to you, I'm sending you a mirror advisor just so you can be that intimidation factor on the field.
I'm gonna send you an autograph, but I'm not gonna write my name. I'm gonna write yours.
Exactly.
That's how big of a fan I am. I might buy your jersey. I hate Ohio State. Who's pick?
You hate Ohio State.
I love them this year, but years prior, yeah.
okay.
Anyways, Carson.
Open wounds, brother.
Is this the last pick we're on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need a cornerback.
Okay. I'm going to go out of Florida State, ride some buzz with you guys.
Seminoles.
And we're going to go with Fintrail, not fentanyl, Cypress. 4-star.
What?
Well, that's his nickname because he.
Rough subject.
That's his nickname because one hit of this guy and he killed you. And
Just a teaspoon of sugar will make it go down.
fentanyl Cypress, clip that. 6 foot, 182 pounder, knows how to talk some shit, folks. This guy's. I mean, you don't want to line up against this guy. 28 tackles, 14 pass breakups. I don't even think I need to go anymore.
No, you could have stopped at the
Yeah, brother, you could have stopped at
nickname.
fentanyl.
I mean, who was Richard Sherman compared to this guy? Jalen Ramsey, who?
Oh my god!
Next.
Screw the Legion of Boom. It's Legion of Drugs now.
Yeah. Florida State's going to make a documentary on this guy.
All right,
Or an
Grayson,
episode of Cops.
in this draft, please give us your interior defensive
Who
line.
you got coming from?
There's nobody left on the D line
Tell
of
me,
Illinois.
tell me who you got coming from Tennessee, Martin.
Oh wow.
Well, who else does Georgia play this year? Who they? You got a Missouri guy here.
Bro, there's a sick kid coming out of UAB.
Yeah, he's definitely
No
gonna
pun
get
intended.
taken.
They have a great hospital.
And that's it, folks.
I wanted to go to school there. The tuition was too high.
We're getting canceled.
We don't have enough followers. Go.
Say it with me. Dante Corleone
Whoa! Is that from where?
from Cincinnati.
Oh my god!
Dante Corleone.
His nickname is
Dante Corleone.
his nickname is the Godfather.
Nah, it's the big Italian.
The Godfather.
Oh, God.
The
Well,
Godfather. What a nickname
We know whose defense is getting 100 put on this
for
year. At
my
least.
God, Dante Corleone. Okay.
I mean, good pick off a name, yeah.
Cincinnati, what conference are they in? Help
Conference
me.
USA, I think.
Yeah.
They're winning that conference.
Oh.
Well, they
Ooh,
got-
hot take.
Is that something that's going to be discussed later? Here? Conference champions. Don't remember, we got that later on if we get there.
Maybe.
It says here this guy's nicknamed the Godfather.
He is.
Yeah, because he's a
What?
Corey Leon. That's the Godfather's last name.
He's the best defensive tackle in the nation.
Well, or he just has the
He's
same last
what?
name as the Godfather.
You just
That's all
went,
you
you
need.
just picked another defensive tackle.
He had 45
He didn't pick
tackles.
one.
I hadn't picked and
The Florida guy was the edge.
Yeah, this guy's
Oh, that's how much.
He picked him over Dallas Turner.
But
My bad, I forgot about that.
But no
this
one
guy's
else
not
picked
bad.
Dallas Turner.
he's got numbers.
He's not bad. He's got numbers.
What-
Yeah,
what's-
no.
So,
I'm not.
yeah,
He was my second defensive
so time out.
interior.
Yeah, someone want to mention me what's wrong with Dallas Turner in this draft?
No one picked him.
Hey, dude, this is on you right now. You were last
But why not?
defensive
But why not
edge
you?
rusher.
Why not you or Logan?
I went with a guy right
picked
above him. I went
picked
with a
first.
guy with an absolute kill motto.
So why would I?
Picked first.
Anyway,
Dude, you're being too peaceful.
that was a good draft.
You're being too peaceful over here. My boy's over here talking about fentanyl.
Yeah, I don't know. Carson Mayo won the draft off of that.
Logan just drafted the guy from the replacements. That was
No, he did. I like that pick at the end. I didn't like the Princely guy pick.
Yeah, I'm ready to get into
Yeah,
it.
I
But
really wanna
I did
know.
like the Corleone pick a lot.
I'm not
He is the
against.
Godfather.
I'm not against the
Big
Corleone
Italian.
pick, but I want to know what was going through his mind when he's like, "Yeah, I'll take this Florida edge rusher that nobody's heard of."
We'll never know.
He may have the Tom Brady of
If Florida beats Georgia this year,
There will be.
that. If that guy has a game against Georgia,
I think we've all got to go get a
I'll
Brazilian
give you.
wax.
I'll
Maybe a
give you
tattoo.
100.
I don't know.
I'll get the final score tagged on
You're
me.
getting that. Yeah, that's it on your ass cheek.
I'll give you 100. I'll give you 100 if that dude if he has a game against.
That'll be $200. I'll make that day, and I'm gonna. make
yeah.
that.
I mean, you want to do that
If he
bet?
wins.
You want to do that bet?
No, I don't want to tattoo that score.
I'm confident in Georgia, man.
I am too.
I'm just
but
talking
I
about
already
that
put
guy
100
has
up.
to have. That guy has to have at least 2 sacks.
You put
against
100 on that
Georgia
game
to
with
have
him?
a day.
I put 100
Yeah, he only owes you 5 or
or
something.
10. Yeah, 10.
What week is that? What?
It's just a few weeks in the season,
yeah, I
like
don't
maybe
think
week
it's
4,
late. It's
maybe
not
week
late.
4.
God, but
All right, let's go over the teams real quick. We'll start with mine. I got Edge, Jared Verse, Interior, Jason, whatever, Newton from Illinois. Tommy Eichenberg at linebacker, Caleb King at my corner, and Malachi Starks at the safety. Jacob, you got Edge rusher Chop Robinson. Interior, Keith Randolph. Linebacker, Jalen. How many of that?
Dumas Johnson.
Yeah. And Kool-Aid McKinstry at corner. And then Kalen Bullock.
Bullock.
Whatever.
Just gotta
names
sound it out now.
suck. Yeah, I don't know. Edge at Carson, you got Braylon Trice. Chris Jenkins at interior. Harold Perkins Jr. at linebacker. Fentanyl Cypress.
Yeah, buddy.
at FSU.
Yeah, buddy.
And then Karen Kitchens at safety. Grayson, you got Mr. Prince Tree, Florida, whatever. Florida boy. Then you got the Dante Corleone at interior defensive lineman. Linebacker, you got Jeremy Trotter Jr. out of Clemson.
Jeremiah.
That's your fault. Will Johnson out of Michigan at corner, and safety, you got Rod Grayson Moore coming in at safety. So that closes our defensive draft. We're going to put this up on a Twitter poll here tomorrow
please
or whenever
vote.
this drops. Yeah, please vote so it's not just us and my girlfriend and my other account, my burner account, voting on this. So give us some votes. Let us know who wins. We're going to put it on TikTok, Instagram, everything. Put it in the comments who thinks
Facebook.
won. May try to get a whole team going. Look at our offense as well. Those posts have been posted last week or whenever that episode. Yeah, last week.
Last week.
And we're going to take a short intermission here, and then we're going to get into some conference talk and conference champions. Welcome back to the Four Verts Podcast. We're back from the break, and on this side, we're going to have conference champions. We're going to talk about who we think could be in the conference championship game. And in each conference, we're going to go over who we think may win it. We're going to briefly touch on some odds here, give some numbers. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We're going to start out here at home in the SEC. Does anybody have any? We'll start out with hot take. Any hot picks here? We got some good plus numbers, long shot odds in the SEC. I know.
South Carolina
Shut up.
sneaks up on Georgia, gets it to the SEC championship.
Plus 11,000 on odds. If you
Money's
wanna
there,
add.
boys.
Yeah.
Money is there.
If you want that bet, just donate to your charity. Don't put
Yeah,
that in.
just put that dollar back in your pocket.
Yeah,
Don't
keep
waste
that for a rainy day. Don't bet that.
If you're a true football enthusiast, there's only 3 teams in the SEC that can win it, and we know 2 of them. And the other one's going to be my pick to be your sleeper, would be LSU. The other 2, Bama, Georgia. If you don't have one of those 3 teams, I'm just not going to value your opinion. You don't know football.
I think there's tiers. I think there's tiers to the SEC, really. Like, there is that top tier with those 3 teams, and then right under it, there is, I think, 2 to 3 teams that can make their way to it. I think Tennessee and Texas A&M, if they can get their shit together, they can get there realistically. Ole Miss is a stretch. Arkansas, Auburn is going to be kind of after that for me.
Tennessee had their best season, and God knows when last season, and they still didn't make the
They
SEC
choked it
championship.
away. They
Yeah.
choked it away.
Killed by South Carolina.
And I don't see them having a better season this year than last year.
I
I don't know,
agree.
they lost a lot. Yeah, Jalen Hyatt was a big loss.
I don't
Hendon
think
Hooker as
Arkansas
well.
is going to have a good team. I still think Bama's going to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, I love Arkansas. I'm a big Razorback Woo Pigs. Do not think they're going to make it to the SEC championship. Not in the treacherous West.
Does Georgia play South Carolina
They do.
early? Was it early or late?
I don't know.
It's usually mid-season around October.
If I'm going to pick Georgia to get upset,
It's Florida, right? Yeah.
no,
October 28th,
Let me just-
2:30
South
p.m.
Carolina
just hear
gets
it come
hot.
out of your dirty little mouth over there. Florida.
There's no way Florida wins the SEC, right?
I think if
Plus
anybody's going to
11,000
upset
as well.
Georgia, I would take South Carolina.
That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
I would take Tennessee,
with me.
Kentucky, Auburn,
It's me,
all over them.
Carson, Fentanyl, and South Carolina.
Yeah.
And their albino quarterback.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't think it's going to be any of them. I think it would be Ole Miss, Tennessee
You think Ole Miss would upset Georgia?
before South Carolina. Yeah. Kentucky, Arkansas, I think any of them. Or Arkansas, not Arkansas. Yeah. Anybody got Vandy plus 75,000? That would be
They
insane.
need,
quick math.
they need to change their name to Man, I seen it today. Have you seen their stadium? It's not even built.
Yeah, it's not built. They
No,
play a home
dude,
game.
Whoa, it is built. The end zones are not
The
finished.
end, well,
It's
close
not
enough.
completely
It's not
built.
complete.
It's a big high school stadium.
They've
Vander not built.
My guy's on a roll.
put that on a T-shirt tonight.
Commander not built.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are. They're missing 2 end zones, and they play a home game in 10 days. 9
Hold on.
days. Whatever.
I think what they've done is I do think that picture is from earlier on in the summer.
No, it's
There's
recent.
a
It's
reporter that
recent.
took it.
It's recent.
Oh,
It wasn't inside.
They said
it
they
was a
had their home
reporter.
game in like 2 or 3 weeks. And
9 days. They play Hawaii week 0.
Well, it's just
at home.
it's the end zone stands, right?
yeah. Nobody. Let's be honest.
There's just a
Nobody is
I mean,
filling the end zone stands.
you're not gonna see any touchdowns coming in those end zones anyway. So
It doesn't matter.
Money,
It
money
doesn't
well
matter.
saved. They're busy.
They beat the shit out of Hawaii last season.
the doctors are all studying.
Hawaii.
Don't think they do it in Nashville?
No.
No.
I'm on the Commodores hard.
If the Raiders can
Probably
play,
all going to be at Jason Aldean's the night before partying it
They'll be
up.
all right.
Try that in a small town.
Hey, Rainbow Warriors, y'all come on down here to Aldean's with us.
That'd be a sight to see.
It
All
would
right,
be.
let's go around. Official pick for the E SEC.
Official pick, Alabama.
I have Georgia for my SEC championship winner, but LSU is going to be in the playoff. 1 loss.
I have Georgia winning the SEC too.
Okay. I'll go Alabama then, and then I'll split the vote here in Georgia Bama podcast. Georgia's minus 110. They're heavy favorites. I mean, it's pretty much even money to win it. Then Alabama's plus 300, LSU plus 460. Then the closest odds you're going to get to that is Tennessee at plus 1600, and Texas A&M at plus 2000. And everybody else is a pretty good long shot. If you want to put, if you're a believer, if you're a homer, whatever, if you like your team this year, you like what they did in the transfer portal, recruiting classes.
Let's play a little.
Now's the time to throw a little money down. You know, the odds are there for
Let's
sure.
play a little bit of Beamer ball, baby. Let's get them South Carolina Gamecocks in there.
I hear you. All right. Next, we're going to go on the one that I don't have pulled up. We'll go to the Big Ten. Big Ten Conference champion, Jacob. I know who you got.
You're right. I'm taking the
I think I know who all 3 of y'all
I'm
have.
taking the Illinois Illy.
Oh, shit.
That's my long shot right there.
Illinois.
Illy. I think it's the Fighting Illy.
Illinois.
Isn't it?
There's an N. There's an N.
Is it the Fighting Alumni? Is that really their mascot?
I don't know. Yeah.
What is their
Someone
mascot?
Google that. Someone Google that.
Illinois. Fighting Illinois. Illinois fighting Illinois. Starts with I. I'm looking at it. Plus 5,000. That's crazy. Yep.
No, that's my long shot. I do
It is
like
the Iowa.
boys.
It's the Iowa Hawkeyes.
That's your. Oh,
I was about to say, did you just do some blow in the corner? Illinois?
No, it's not Illinois. Realistic.
That is the longest shot that you're ever going to get. Them and Indiana.
Might as well take Nebraska.
I'm looking at Michigan and Ohio State both at plus 180.
Love it. Michigan.
I'm there with Harbaugh, big dog. Me and the big boys up front. We're running the football. We're fixing to play some hard nosed defense. We're fixing to get the ball in the end zone and get the ball back for them.
I think they're riding the feeling of beating Ohio State, and
think you're
they
right.
love it. They love it. They learned they loved it, and so they're going to keep doing it.
And I think that ass whooping they took from TCU is still kind of haunting them, and I think they're going to come out with a little bit of vengeance with their play too. I feel like they're fixing to take their frustrations out on a couple people.
Rutgers. Oh.
As long as you don't lose that game to Maryland late in the season. Looking ahead to Ohio State.
Yeah.
I like Ohio State. I don't know if I like them as much winning the Big Ten as winning the rival game at the end of the season. Granted, you come in limp into that Big Ten
Who's playing
championship.
quarterback?
Kyle McCord, sophomore. I think he's gonna be pretty good.
They're not going to have a slouch at quarterback.
It's
just
one of
'cause
those
it's a
schools. I
freshman.
mean, you could plug in somebody. They're
Plug and
You're
play.
gonna
You
win.
got Marvin Harrison.
I just
Yeah.
didn't know.
And
You got Marvin Harrison Jr.
and Mbuka.
I think, like I said, previous podcast before, Ryan Day, if he don't beat Michigan this year, he's gone. See you later. If he don't beat, he's got to beat Michigan or he's got to win a national championship. If he don't do one of those things, he's out of here. He's going to go get a coordinator job somewhere or a low-level Power 5 head coaching job. Like, I mean, that's it. He's going to downgrade a lot. But I just like it. I like Ohio State with their backs against the wall. Been beat by Michigan a couple of years here in a row. I think they got the talent. I also think Michigan has the talent. Like I said earlier this episode, I think they're probably the most talented team, maybe outside of Georgia. It's between them two. But I'm going to go with the hungry dog here, and I'm going to take Ohio State to win it all. I think they're going to beat Iowa. I think Iowa may come out of the West of that conference last year, a conference here.
Who did you have in your
division?
Natty?
I had Ohio State and Alabama.
He wanted that round 2.
Even though he's an Ezekiel Elliott fan.
Yeah, I still am now.
He's a homer.
He's a Patriot now. So, ride my guys.
Should have been a Cowboy.
So, Carson, I know y'all two are on Michigan. Carson, are you on Michigan as well?
Yeah, I've got them playing.
Plus
my
180 is
playoff.
not terrible if you're confident in it. I mean, you can throw like a 1 unit on it, maybe.
I've got them going to the chip, and as long as McCarthy doesn't get rattled, I think they have a shot to play. If he makes, I think the best 2 teams in college football right now, before week 1 starts, is Georgia, and you could arguably probably put Michigan up there. What are they ranked right now? What's the AP poll?
They're 3,
One.
aren't they? Michigan,
2.
2 or 3.
I think they're 2.
So they are 2.
Ohio State's 3.
Ohio State.
So I mean, there you go, 1 and 2 right now as it sits. So
Should be fun.
Talent-wise, yeah, I think that's a great rating. All right, we'll move on for the Big Ten. That's enough for you Northerners. Which way do you want to go here?
Let's go.
Let's go out west.
Let's go curveball. Let's not fill up the Power 5 just
All right,
yet.
we'll go out of the Power 5. We'll move on to the Sun Belt.
I love it.
We'll move on to the Sun Belt.
shout out Stidham.
Yep. Sorry, Stidham. I'm taking Coastal Carolina plus 550. Give me that cash, brother. Grayson McCall is the truth. He's the best quarterback in the Sun Belt. He's the best quarterback outside of the Power 5. I'll die on that hill, and I'm taking him. I'm telling you, he's going to be in a lot of these locks episodes. He's going to be in a lot of those picks. I love them. I don't love their defense. I love their offense. They're fun to watch. I like
Was he
Grayson
not
McCall.
supposed to transfer?
I thought he was going to a Power 5.
He
but
was
didn't.
talking about transfer.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to like Big Ten or SEC, but he didn't. So I'm going to ride him. He won me a lot of money last year. I'm going to ride him this year. I love Troy. I love their defense. They have a lot of returning starters on that defense. They lost some key pieces. Shout out Stidham. And shout out Magnus Carlton. Yeah, that was his name. On defense, linebacker I'm pretty sure he holds the Sun Belt record for tackles or something in career, or something insane like that. But Troy is the favorite in that conference, plus 310. Then South Alabama, plus 330. And then I got Coastal Carolina at 550, and I will be taking them. Does anybody else have anything on this conference? No Southern Miss?
No, I think we can lock in James
Not
Madison.
today, not with Frank.
James
Gore.
Madison.
Watching James Madison play football last year was electric. So
Frank Gore Jr.'s at. Is Frank Gore Jr. still?
James
at-
Madison ain't on here.
Hey, where'd
Southern
the
Miss.
guy from Duck Dynasty play? Was it in the Sun Belt?
ULM, Louisiana Monroe.
I've got them here. I just
used to be
they're still in this
La
conference,
Tech.
right?
I think they're still under probation or something.
Who is?
Oh,
Who is?
James Madison.
well, they'll win it from the grave. Then they'll.
I think they almost won it last
They'll
year,
win
but
it.
they were.
Okay,
I thought he
okay.
played at this
They'll win it
small
from home.
Louisiana school.
I don't know. I don't have any odds on them.
We'll go hot pick Marshall. Have you ever seen the movie Marshall?
Plus 750 is the best odds you're going to get at
Why are you trying to
DraftKings.
bring him a
Marshall
national
was
tragedy?
Marshall not undefeated last year?
Appalachian
chance.
No,
State.
Troy beat him. That's the game we was
Marshall
at.
Yeah, but
destroyed.
Marshall was undefeated going into that game.
I don't
They
know
were
about that
undefeated
either.
at something.
That's
They
a-
definitely didn't
That was an
play.
ugly game.
Yeah, Troy just they couldn't get out of their
Neither
own
team
way.
could.
Marshall was undefeated up until some poll. Look, someone pull that poll up. Someone pull that up.
Hang on, I got you.
Appalachian State, they made a lot of noise last year. Should have beat Troy, but that they lose a lot. I really I can't remember their team as much as I do their games.
I think they lost their quarterback. Their quarterback was a transfer from Clemson, who I think was a grad transfer because he was Trevor Lawrence's backup, but he was there before Trevor Lawrence even got there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I think you make some bets either way and like come out pretty good. There's 5 teams that can realistically win the
Was
Sun
it
Belt.
last year that they had their winning record?
They lost to East Carolina September 18th.
And App State the next
Yeah,
week.
back-to-back weekend.
Yeah, but look.
And Middleton, they lost a few
No,
games.
but they were undefeated at some point in time, weren't they?
Yeah, 1-0.
No,
Yeah, I mean-
it was like pretty substantial.
They had
You're thinking of the movie, I feel like.
No,
three.
I'm telling you, they had like a.
I think this was a different year.
Different realm.
Anyways, all right. Anything else on the Sun Belt before we
No.
move on?
We can move on.
All right, where you want to go?
Pac-12.
Okay.
Love it.
Are you looking at basketball?
Pac-12, we're going out west.
No, it says football.
Grayson, I feel like this is pretty cut and dry for you.
Man, how about USC?
Yeah, about plus 200.
I feel like
the
they're getting a lot of hate early on. I feel like everybody's doubting them. I mean, they had a lot returning. We talked about that already.
What was that? Is that supposed to be a duck call?
You disrupted me.
I got the coach off of grown-ups over here.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot riding on Caleb Williams' shoulders. He paints his fingernails now, so I don't know if he'll be able to
He's
do it.
been painting his fingernails, dude.
Then he got beat by Utah twice.
How are you gonna put F Utah
Everybody
and then
knows.
come out and get wore down?
Utah does show up in the big games, but
Not only did he get skull dragged by Utah, then turned around and he got skull dragged by Tulane.
and Utah again. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I think this is a bet that I actually am going to put some money on, and it's not USC.
I'm locked in on
I'm with
USC, so
that.
go ahead. I'm with USC.
Well, it's not gonna be
too
with you,
bad.
though.
You
Right.
got it till
over
we die.
here as well, and
Me and Logan
USC's
may
taking
have
it,
the
man.
same pick.
No, we don't.
I know who he's got. He's about to say Utah.
Nope.
No, he's not.
Washington. Plus
I
330.
knew he was going to say it.
Yeah, I love their roster,
I
man.
am not going with you now.
No, you're going Utah.
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not
Where you
going
going?
Utah.
Bo Nix? Heisman?
You're right.
Bo Nix, Heisman?
Why
They
do y'all
don't put
like
up
Bo
a-
Nix
they
so
don't-
bad?
Mr.
No,
Acox,
it's
he's
more-
always been an Auburn
Man,
fan.
how many
It's not
seasons
that.
and
It's
you
not that.
you have been a closet Auburn fan?
No, I kind of want to see
Whoa,
him succeed.
We've
now.
had talks about this.
Whoa.
We've
when
had
have I
talks.
been in a closet Auburn fan?
Dude, us
When
three
have I been-
collectively, when you went around, was like, hey, man, you think Jake was an Auburn fan? You're like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just never said it.
Okay, all right.
You love
Now
Auburn.
you've got to explain yourself.
You love Auburn.
and tell me why.
You
like
love Bo
Auburn.
Nix.
I do not love.
You
Bo
had a
Nix.
Jared Stidham poster in your room.
You have to
I seen
love
it. You
Bo
tore it
Nix.
down.
Whoa. Hold on, time out. This man has been to more games in Jordan Hare than I have.
Against
Let's-
Alabama.
Against Alabama, too. And what have they done?
We won. First ever overtime in Iron Bowl history. Shout out Bryce Young.
Barely.
That's-
But where was he at when they scored that? My boy was at the concession stand.
He gave up
filling
on
up
us.
on a foot long because he was done watching the ball
Hey,
game.
man.
You may be the Auburn.
I seen
You are the Auburn.
How
fan.
am I the Auburn fan?
Dude, you were
I
filling
went-
up
I
on a
went into-
glizzy. You
I
were
went
filling up
into
on a
that
glizzy
stadium
mid
surrounded by orange and blue.
Ja'Cory Brooks caught that pass and you was walking back down.
Who's your
Tiger
pick
Drive.
in the Pac-12? Oregon?
Going to Oregon.
I want to see Bo Nix win too. Wow. Because
Hey,
he's
it's not that I
not
want
at
to see
Auburn
Bo
now.
Nix win. I just
I
think
wanna-
they have a better team, honestly.
I think
don't-
it just goes to
think
prove
Washington-
how good the SEC is. You can shine somewhere else, come to the SEC.
He got out though. He's not a bad quarterback. He could win the Heisman this year. I mean,
Grayson,
he really.
did you see the kid play at Auburn?
Do you
He's-
not think it'd be fun if a former Auburn quarterback left and then
Right.
did great?
But he's saying I don't think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a good passer.
I don't know. He's a great runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he can make you
He's
some
more of
plays.
a
That's why I went
Taysom
with the second best passer in this
Hot take,
conference.
hot take.
Michael Penix Jr.
The Oregon State Beavers are gonna make a noise in.
Oh,
They're gonna
Pac-12.
they will upset one of those four teams that
They,
we talked
they will.
about.
They won't win the
They're not going
conference.
to upset.
Utah at home.
No.
They put
My
them on.
Colorado Buffaloes, brother.
That's
Get out.
The
they're gonna be-
Buffs.
they're gonna
I
be
thought you had them
favored.
under 4 wins.
I had them over.
I had
Oh, you had
them
them over?
I think we can win the most money on Oregon State.
Did
this
y'all
year,
not see
I
the
think.
video that came out today?
Did you see the picture
Colorado
of them?
got into a fight.
Yeah, the DBs.
Dion-
They look like high school kids.
Did.
Okay, whatever. These
Fights break out
dudes-
of high school.
That's because it was the scout team defense. Fight broke out. First team offense walks up. There's 7-9 offensive tackles in a fight with 32 scout team defensive backs. He walks back to the huddle. Dion's like,
Sounds like they're undisciplined.
Dion goes-
Can't keep their temper together to me.
Dion's
Too
like,
bad Dion can't play for you.
Dion's like, what are y'all doing? He was like, you had a teammate in the middle of a scuffle, and I got 6 guys walking to the sideline. He goes, next time I see that shit, I want y'all all scrapping. He was like, one person fights, we all fight. And I'm behind Colorado now indefinitely.
Okay.
Go Buffs.
You doubling your bet.
Doubling down
Oh,
on
I like it.
Hope they get them kids some protein shakes.
All right, that's enough Pac-12. My head's getting
That's
dizzy.
enough.
Where do you want to go next?
Let's jump.
You don't pick. Jacob, where you want to
it.
go?
Hold on, let's see where he's at.
All right, yeah, go
How
ahead.
you feeling?
Where's-
How you feeling about them Cal Bears, brother?
Oh yeah.
We're still on that. We're still in Pac-12. Let's move on from the
Dude,
Dude,
Pac-12.
you're
we're
being
all-
too sensitive.
Where,
I
where,
need you to
where?
get into this.
Where?
Yeah, this man's over here talking about how tough
Yeah,
Colorado is. I mean, come on, Grace.
The AAC, the American Athletic Conference. Let's get this one out of the way real quick. I think it's a quick work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride East Carolina.
No.
I liked East Carolina last year. I did. I watched some fun games with that team. I mean, they'll be in the equation for sure of who can win it all.
All right, I got Tulane. Easy. They're the favorite. They were great last year.
I'm going Tulane too.
They were fun.
No Hurricanes.
They were fun.
No Hurricanes.
They were fun last year, and
I'm not riding with the Green Wave.
nah, I'm on the green wave. They made the top 25 AP poll this year. I think. 24.
Okay.
Who is the coach?
I'm gonna say this in confidence. South Florida Flays Bama puts up 21 points on them.
No.
That was a weird-
I'm giving them at least second in that conference.
That was a really weird 2-for-1 that we did. We did 2 at home and then 1 away. That caught me off guard when I seen on the seat. When I seen I got a little smoke screen here. I think that's an Alabama trip to IMG. I don't see another reason.
Free recruitment.
Yeah, I think we're just going to there for recruiting purposes. and
You know
that's
where
not
they
really
play
seen-
though, don't you? They play in Tampa's stadium.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
even know
like
that.
they have a bigger field. I'm
Nobody
pretty
got
sure
SMU in this. I feel like that's a pretty popular pick.
Southern Miss.
What about-
I mean,
What about
sure.
Florida
I mean, it's
Atlantic?
really a toss up. I mean, I don't just love anybody.
What about Florida Atlantic? I mean, really?
They don't have
Trent Dilfer at UAB. Yeah, that's who.
what? My mind. Ole Miss.
Florida, Hugh Freeze.
Lane
Lane
Kiffin.
Kiffin. Yeah, they don't have Lane Kiffin.
It doesn't matter. They-
They're
I
I
fine.
was
They
fixing
don't
to give
need
y'all a free
They play-
handout right there.
They played good ball
mile
last year. I mean, I don't know. It's,
Tulane played
it's the
great
AAC.
Carson's probably going to go UTSA because they're the same colors as Auburn. That's his favorite team.
Okay, anyway,
You're the one
somebody,
loving Bo Nix, man.
somebody throw us a new bone here.
He's.
ACC.
hurt.
We can go to the ACC.
I think we all know
Florida State. Yep.
Duke.
Shut up.
We're playing basketball, aren't we?
I'm around Florida State,
Yeah. Florida State plus 170.
and we all know why.
I mean, that's pretty much easy. I mean, it's pretty much even.
It's
They're
between them or
22.
Clemson. Let's be honest here.
Florida State's gonna have a 2-loss season, so
And they're going to beat Louisville in the. Who's their second loss? Clemson?
They're going to dismantle LSU in the beginning
they're
of the
gonna lose to
season.
LSU. And
They're
then
going to
lose to Clemson
dismantle.
When did you go Catholic?
last year.
So you're Clemson?
I'm a Clemson fan. I like Shipley. Shipley's that guy.
Plus 150. Like, really, if you really like one of those teams, you could make some money on it. Like, if you really, really think they're going to have that season. Like,
I will
plus
agree.
150, plus 170, a little juice there. Like,
It's one of
it's
them
going to be
two,
between
yeah.
one of the two.
There's some meat behind the picks.
Nobody
North
likes
Carolina.
Drake May in here.
I love
I
Drake
like
May. Hate
like-
their defense.
I do like North Carolina though.
Not to win it.
Not to win it all, but it would be a very good sleeper pick. You know,
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
gonna
if
put
you
anything
can
on it.
because I mean,
score your way to a chip.
The ACC is besides FSU and Clemson. You're not really playing a lot of defense over there either.
Yeah, Louisville's got an easy schedule that helps them out a lot.
Man, who's got the best defense? If you take them two teams out of the equation,
Georgia Tech, possibly, maybe. Maybe.
We look.
I don't even know, but I'm
Virginia
just going to
Tech.
say, yeah.
Maybe Miami,
Virginia, maybe.
Pittsburgh, probably.
They got Louisville at
Pittsburgh.
4 on here.
Yeah, I would put Louisville at 4. They have the easiest schedule.
What conference is West Virginia in? Are they still
Big 12.
They're still in the Big 12?
Yeah, we'll get to them next.
No.
Maybe. Not
Let's hold
next.
off on. Let's hold off on it. We'll save them for the last. How about it?
I got a hot pick on.
Well,
that.
who else
Off
are you
my
going to go
chest.
next? Gulf South Conference?
That's not
Division
on here.
two.
That's not on here.
Who's your next? All right. Wait. Official picks for ACC.
Florida State. Sorry.
Clemson, Florida State. Where you gonna go?
How about
Out west?
how about a little bit of action?
Action. Now we're talking. We're talking dirty. Now I love it.
Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy here.
All right, go. Get crazy.
Don't let me go first. I want to hear Carson's
get dirty.
pick.
No,
Carson,
get dirty
Carson,
with
go.
it.
Get
Get dirty
nasty.
with it.
Get nasty. We're in the MAC now. We're nasty.
Carson doesn't even. He doesn't even know who's in
Spit
the
on
He
it.
don't know. He
Follow
sweat
this
out
guy.
Tuesday night before. He don't know the action.
Oh, Lord.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. I need to think about this.
Ohio. I like them. I think they were building something last year. Got cut off a little bit. I'm going Ohio for the action.
I'll spice it up. Plus 2,000. I roughly Central Michigan. What was the coordinator Bama first few years? McElwain, head coach
Hey,
there.
he is there,
Yes.
yeah.
And Central Michigan was one of my teams I thought might get over their regular
Do you
season win
remember-
total. So I'm going to ride with Central Michigan.
Does anybody remember my big pick on Oklahoma State last year?
No.
Okay.
Remind
Oklahoma
us.
State had to beat Central Michigan by I think it might have been 21 points. They come out of halftime, they're up 59-0. They had to. That's pretty substantial. Central Michigan brings it back, ruins my pick by at least 2 points. I was pissed. I was so mad. Who is it? Oklahoma State's coach who got the mullet, had it for years. Mark, no,
Oh, we know because we
yeah,
know.
I know.
big,
I see
big
his
fan of the
face.
guy.
What's
big
his
fan of the guy.
name? It's such an obvious
He's
name
been there
in
for
college
years,
football.
dude.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Gundy.
Yeah,
Mike Gundy.
Coach
that was-
Gunn.
That was
Yeah.
tough. That's a tough look for the fellas. Anybody, what's your pick on the action? Carson, you gotta give
Carson,
one.
you gotta
gotta
give
know
something.
the action.
I'm just going to throw a guess because I don't really know.
Oh, one.
Buffalo.
Good pick.
I'm a Buffalo Bill.
Somebody's got, are you going Toledo?
No, I'm not going Toledo.
I should've went
I'm definitely going Central Michigan here.
I love that.
I'll go
We'll ride
Central
that
Michigan.
wave.
I'm McElwain.
That plus 1,800 on DraftKings.
That's a
Bet
fun bet.
that'd be a ride for sure. Where are you taking us next, Mr. Moore?
Ooh, let's go ahead and knock out the Mountain West.
I love it.
Boise. I'm taking Boise.
Yeah, that's easy.
I was about to say.
I don't know. Boise's hurt
Definitely
us.
taking Boise.
Boise State's hurt us in the past, man.
Dude.
I'm a big Air Force guy. You know, I love being on the beach and seeing the Air Force, like the planes flying over and shit. So
Pull the shirt out. Pull the short out. Pull the shirt out.
this is my enrollment into the Air Force right now. I'm gonna
Look
say
at
Air
the
Force
camera.
is winning
Look at the
it.
camera and you tell them what you want to do.
If
here.
you
What about
want-
your Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii?
We're not gonna worry about that right now. If you want to lock on an under, bet Air Force games.
I watched Top Gun the other day. I may take it with you.
Love it.
I'm gonna take Wyoming for
Here you
real.
go.
No,
Who
on
you
a
gonna
serious
take?
note, we're going to go with Nevada.
Is Utah State not in that?
Nevada.
Yeah, they are.
Utah State
Nevada.
fair. And San Jose State. They're not really basketball. They're not really a football school. Colorado State. They could be the best team in Colorado
Shut your
because
mouth.
those
You
Buffaloes
shut
are
your
not
mouth.
doing it.
San
Shut
Diego-
your mouth.
San
When I
Diego
get my
State.
4 wins, I'm coming in here and I'm raising absolute hell. I'm flipping table, chair will be thrown.
Fresno State, maybe.
Dion's going to lose
think
another
anybody-
toe by the time y'all get 4 wins.
San Diego State may, just because I think they're trying to get out of the Mountain West and into a bigger conference while all this realignment talk's going on. So, where are we going next? Conference USA? We got
yeah.
Conference USA and Big 12, and you want to save them for last for some reason.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and leave it that way. And let's go Conference USA.
Right.
Jacob. Speechless.
Need some
Yeah,
money.
I mean, who predicts
I'm going
this?
with the UAB Blazers.
They ain't in the conference USA, brother.
They're not.
No, there was
Who's in
a
Conference USA?
Nobody.
West
knows.
Kentucky.
UAB is in the American
Some
football
American?
conference.
I thought there's some
they're
American.
Give me that.
It's only like 6 teams. There's only like 6 teams left.
Jesus Christ! I guess I'll go with Middle Tennessee State. Isaac Rue.
Shout out Isaac.
Shout out Isaac.
Is he there?
Yeah.
We love Isaac.
No,
Shout out Isaac.
I'm
Rue
not
for
gonna
sure.
do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm definitely going Liberty here. Sorry,
That's
Isaac.
what I like. Is
You're
the
definitely-
Liberty
you're
action.
You're definitely pulling
Hugh
into
Freeze is
Liberty.
gone. We bet on Liberty.
Give
We
me
bet on
Liberty. Give me Liberty or give me death.
I think we take death now. Hugh Freeze is gone. It was
Grayson.
so easy back then.
Grayson, who was that player you picked from New Mexico State?
I didn't. I didn't.
I was surprised.
You're thinking of Morgan State, probably.
Florida guy.
Yeah, or the Florida guy. Yeah. La Tech? Anybody on La Tech?
Nah, I'm gonna take the chalk pick. Go Western Kentucky. They got the
Yeah.
wide receiver that you did pick.
West Kentucky is.
They have that dog.
West Kentucky, they're kind of always there too. I mean, they get stuck playing big teams. So
Yeah.
Probably because they schedule them. I mean, it's their own fault they're playing big teams.
I don't know how loud we are anymore.
It's
They've been
okay.
quiet the last little bit.
no,
but
it's okay.
all right, Big 12. We've been waiting on it. Let's talk about
Carson
it.
is going
Texas.
Carson's going UCF here because Gus Malzahn is there, and he's
Oh my gosh.
an Auburn fan.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I've already put it in. I've already
Houston.
bet it. I've
Houston.
already bet it.
Houston.
I've already locked it in. I've already put, I think, just 1 unit on it.
Don't you say it.
Oklahoma.
Trash.
Oklahoma.
Next.
Fade.
Next.
Hey,
Next.
name one player.
Fade.
Name one player on Oklahoma right now. Name one player that you know on Oklahoma.
Watch it on
No,
that.
no,
Look
no,
at
no,
your
no,
fingers.
Google it.
Google
No,
them.
no,
Figure
no,
it
no,
out.
no.
I'm just looking at their schedule.
Yeah, my ass.
Yeah, I don't know. But that
Exactly.
I think they got some ballers.
You think?
I don't remember, man.
Hey, newsflash.
down.
Lincoln
Do
Riley's
you
gone.
remember their record last year?
Who's
They got
their head
an
coach?
Easy schedule.
Who's their head coach?
The guy from Clemson.
The guy from Clemson. Venables. Damn it. He's got to win or he's
Brad.
gone.
He dominated Bama so
Right.
many years at DC.
Look, they got Texas at home.
Dude,
They
they're
got
playing,
TCU at home.
They're playing Big 12. They're playing in the Big 12.
Real Texas.
He's got to focus on an offense before he does a defense. Because if not, he's fixing to get.
I'm not a believer in Texas, and I don't like anybody else in the conference.
Does
So I
Baylor
took
have a
Oklahoma.
good team this year?
I don't think they're great.
I'm going TCU.
Again?
Yeah, I'm going
They
TCU.
lost so much. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best wide receiver.
Yeah, but I think
half their
I
O-line.
think their coach is.
I like their coach.
I like
yeah.
their coach.
I like Kansas State a lot.
Yeah, I was
too.
just about to say Kansas
Always.
State.
They lost everybody also.
Low key.
They got the
low key.
quarterback.
A lock every week.
Well, who's
Kansas
they-
State.
yeah.
giving the ball to?
Not Deuce Vaughn, sadly.
And he's not got Kurt Warner's son playing tight end anymore. That dude was pretty good.
Yeah, they
Them
lost a lot,
kids
too.
probably got some recruits coming in.
I think Kansas State's
Kansas
got more
State.
coming back than TCU though.
I mean, they usually do pretty good in the transfer portal. I mean, they picked up Martinez last year.
I'll say it. And I'm not scared to say it. I think Texas is taking it. I think they still lose to Bama week 2.
Plus 100 odds right
But
now.
I'm going to ride the chalk line, and we're going to go with Texas because
Has
I
not
don't
won
think.
the Big 12 in over 5,000
Since-
days.
And we were saying the same thing about
Since
Michigan
2009.
against Ohio State for years and years, and it
Grayson,
changes a good thing. So Texas.
Well, this is
Hey,
the last chance.
how
to
long
win
did it
do
take?
you know who the last person or the last team was that Texas played in the Big 12 championship?
Played
Hint.
in, I don't know.
Hint. I know exactly who it was.
Texas
Played
Tech.
in or won?
Texas Tech.
Beat.
Texas Tech.
No,
Who?
it was.
You don't-
Nebraska. It was Nebraska. They had Ndamukong Suh. That was the last time Texas won the Big 12.
Does it? I got a
It's been
question.
since 2009.
How many years after in Georgia? I mean, after he left, did how many seasons did it take Kirby Smart to win an SEC championship?
A few.
SEC championship.
5.
It took him 5 seasons to win it.
Not
He
two.
left in 15, had 16, 17, 18, 19,
Won in
20.
Who won all
No,
those?
we won it in 20. He won it in 21.
We didn't.
He
took
beat
him
us. He beat us for the SEC championship.
Yeah, I'm just talking about SEC.
He beat us for. He beat us. We beat.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it took him 5.
It took him 5 seasons, 6 years.
How many seasons has Sarkisian been away from Alabama?
This will be 3.
It's not quite
I mean,
the
you
same
got to give the guy
comparison.
some time. though.
It's not quite the same comparison, but we'll see.
But Kirby also won a couple of SEC championships. Or
Sarkisian
won.
isn't.
He won.
Yeah.
He won one.
He is playing Alabama, but he's not.
No, you're looking at those Bama defenses with Kirby there, and you're seeing what we had at the time and how dominant we
You
were.
look.
Sarkisian was never that with offense, like he was not.
I
you
like
look at-
Texas. I like Texas as a team. I like their roster, but I hate these odds. I'm not betting that.
I mean,
Plus
yeah, you're not going to
100.
win any money, but
You look at the defense the year after Kirby left. It was the same as the defense the year before. I mean, your front four was still the same. Tim Williams, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. Who was the other guy? Wore 22 on the other side. Plays linebacker at the Redskins. Or bleep that.
R words.
Yeah.
Not looking
at
It's gonna take
the
way too long to find
Commanders.
that.
At the Commanders.
Jonathan Allen.
No, Jonathan Allen's was playing defensive tackle. This guy played outside linebacker. He was the first edge rusher.
I mean, it still matters. I mean, you've seen
Then
the
you-
coaching problems we had with the guru last guy.
Hey, but we don't have to get on the Bama wagon right now. We're still on the Big 12.
But I mean, what I'm saying is look at that team and then go to the next year in 17 when we won it, and tell me who else is on that team besides Minka Fitzpatrick from the year before.
I don't know.
Hot pick, Cincinnati Bearcats.
Yeah.
I don't.
If they win that
Sleeper.
conference, then
There's so. I think there is. I do think there is a gap just week in week out when you go from a non-Power 5 conference to a Power 5. I do think there is that week out. Like guys are just bigger, faster, stronger, and like
for a reason, yeah. I mean, that's how it's set up anyway. I mean, that's where you
just
want to
playing-
go.
You're
if
playing
you
that
get the
talent
chance.
week in, week out. Power 5 conferences.
What's that game, the backyard brawl? I know West Virginia. Who else was in that game?
West Virginia and Pittsburgh.
That was a fun game last
That
year.
was a
That was a
very
great
fun
game.
game. I love random games like that. They're just like so much fun and like
If he-
middle of the season,
If
whatever.
he would have
There was
just
a-
held on to that football, West Virginia was fixing to win.
I
that ball game.
love a good West Virginia game.
Oh,
Who's
He was
quarterback?
playing. It was
JT Daniels.
No, all right, no, a few years ago. A few years ago.
Will Greer.
was
He's
Greer.
Will Greer did the horns down at Texas after the
Country Road, take me home.
JT Daniels is at Rice, ain't he?
No, I think it's somewhere bigger than that.
The NIL
Google
check.
that because I think he's somewhere
Nah,
bigger.
Let me look it up.
Where's
If
Will
he
Greer at these
downgraded
days?
from West Virginia, he's a backup for the Dallas Cowboys.
Rice quarterback. Rice Owls. Shout out JT Daniels.
Look at him, man. I hate
Looks
him.
like an insurance salesman.
I hate him. He needs to shave that shit off his
JT
face.
Daniels.
Why do you hate him?
Look at him. That's all I need to do.
Yeah, pull it up.
And he played at Georgia at some point in time. I love West Virginia. I don't know. I kind of favor them just because of
I love West Virginia.
John Denver.
John Denver.
So I think y'all's West Virginia is equal to my Virginia Tech Hokies.
Yeah.
I think that's like the
Enter Sandman,
correlation
but-
there.
Yeah, but you were Virginia Tech because
Hey,
Virginia
moral of the
Tech
story-
was great on special teams.
I love Virginia Tech.
More of the story. I mean,
I still do. I'm gonna bet them the first week.
we
I'm
love
West Virginia because of Tavon Austin.
the big love in the West or in the Virginia and West Virginia.
I think that wraps up our conferences. You got any more that I don't know about?
What about the Canadian leagues?
Hey, whoa,
Got the
whoa, whoa,
Greyhounds. Greyhounds. And 15.
The
Yeah.
Who does
The University of Saskatchewan.
can we hit this real quick? Just because it's 4 teams and why not? It says independent FBS. We got Notre Dame, Army,
Dude, that's not even a conference.
UConn, and UMass. We'll just pick a winner out of those teams. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Boy, that was hard, wasn't it?
Army.
What's all that?
UMass. Okay,
I
we're
didn't
good.
know UConn had a football team, really. They're just
No,
basketball.
you knew that. You knew
No,
that.
Gonzaga don't have a football team. They just have a basketball team. UConn should just do that. for
Gonzaga
real.
really don't have a football team?
They don't have a football team.
It's like the
I
Belgrade.
thought Gonzaga was an
It's like the
Ivy.
Belgrade of.
Look up that Ivy League schedule, big dog. Let's see who's
All
in
right,
it.
let's pick the Ivy
Let's
League.
pick Ivy League.
No, let's just do it blind. We don't need
All right, all right.
You don't need
You
it.
go first. You go. No, you go.
Let me go. Princeton.
Harvard.
God,
Harvard.
I'm going Harvard too.
Harvard.
I'm
Who
going
else is
Harvard.
even in it? But
Wicked smart. Wicked smart.
Thank
Dude, Who else is in it?
You know it.
Georgetown is an Ivy League, but they don't have a football team.
Yale.
They have a football team.
that's a football
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
What are they? Yale Bulldogs?
Yeah, no, the Yale something. They're not Bulldogs. They're
Great lawyer school.
They are.
Cornell. Did they have one?
look up that who's in.
Dartmouth. Brown.
Dartmouth.
No, sorry.
There's a green team. up
Brown.
there.
Hey,
Brown.
Johnny Mox.
University of Pennsylvania. Columbia.
Jonathan Moxon, what do you know?
I'm not allowed to be on 250 Yale's school.
I feel like I'm not
What
allowed
did you
to look
do
up
at
Ivy
Yale?
League schools.
Just misdemeanor.
No,
All right, boys.
fentanyl George.
We busted it out today.
Yeah, I think we got all the conferences covered. Don't take any of those picks. I think we can give you every one of them actually. So go ahead and take one. Anything else, boys? Next week, big week, big.
Are you ready for week 0?
Sorry for the Apple Watch.
Count us down. We got 9 days. 9 days.
We're gonna
brothers
hit
and
you.
gentlemen.
We're gonna hit you with some hot picks, so be ready. Be on alert.
We're gonna give out locks. Each one of us. I think we decided on 3 locks. We may change it by next week.
I thought it was a 1 lock, 2 iffies, and
Yeah, 2 lock. All right, 1 can't count. 1 lock, 2 bets that we're confident in, and then all our locks is going to be on a parlay. We're going to give you those odds.
Take it at your own risk.
1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. I guess that would be the right terminology. Get excited for next week. We got football, guys. Look, this is the last preseason episode we got to do, and we got to talk about Harvard and Cornell's schedules. Next week we have actual football
I'm
to talk
ready
about.
to channel.
not going to be quite as cordial.
And
in
we're
this
back.
I'm ready.
We're back.
I'm ready to channel my inner Scott Cochran.
After next week, we're going to give you our week 0 locks, and then going forward, we're going to split the episode kind of in half. First half, we're going to be going over a recap of the week before. We're going to go over our bets, tell you our records, tell you what. We're going to be transparent, guys. We're not great gamblers, but damn it, we're going to try to be good ones. Then we'll after
We
that,
may go down, but we will go down trying.
we're going to go down with a 5. And then the second half of each episode will be our preview for the next week. So we're going to kind of just split that into, maybe one day we'll split it into 2 episodes, one being recap, one being preview, but we'll get there when we get there. Thank you for tuning along with us. Please like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Comment. Let us know who won the draft, who has the worst takes in college football right now. And then we'll see you later, guys.
Yeah!